Hello, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the Solano College Sports Network. We're here inside the Falcons' Nest for a great basketball matchup between your Solano Lady Falcons and the Los Bonanos Mustangs. I am Stash Moyne, and I'm joining the booth tonight with my good friend Kareem Walton. Kareem, how you doing tonight?
I'm good, Stas. How about yourself?
I'm excited to see this matchup tonight. Solano sitting on top of the BVC tonight. So tell us a little bit the keys of the game.
Keys to the game is just allowing the Falcons to get off to a great start. I mean, they're 6-1 right now at home, so defend the home nest, as you said, and get the game going.
Yeah, Los Modanos has two big towers down low. They like to use the blow block to get their points with Maisha Ward and Michaela Jones. What is Solano going to have to do to slow these girls down?
Well, they're going to have to really get down below, and Miranda Holman as well as Laura Lawson going to have to really make their presence felt down there on the block. I mean, you got Maisha Ward. She is a big body down there, and she's going to really be a handful to deal with. So sometimes you're going to have to double up and make her kick that ball out.
Yeah, and Los Modanos actually took second place in the Solano Showdown here inside the Solano College Gymnasium. They lost to Chabot, but Maisha Ward and Michaela Jones was a force to reckon with. They both were all tourney, so that's definitely going to be a matchup to watch down low tonight.
The M&M sisters, man.
And starting lineups tonight for your Solano Lady Falcons is Janessa Bowling, Miranda Holman, Audrey Jones, Nikki Ndaya, and Laura Lawson. On the other side of the ball for Los Modanos is Gabrielle Worley, Imana Samuels, Maisha Ward, Simone Jones, and Michaela Jones. So the Jones sisters out there tonight.
Jones sisters out there tonight. And, Solano set a record on their last game with 80 rebounds in the game, a record that was set back in the 94-95 season. So the Solano Falcons, the Lady Falcons tonight, need to stay assertive, be aggressive on the boards as they did in that last game, and try to get off to an early lead.
Yeah, especially looking at rebound stats here. Solano is number one in offensive rebounds per game, averaging 25.7 rebounds a game, and number 3 in the conference with total rebounds at 54.3. So that's going to counter out. So it's going to be a battle of the bigs here tonight inside the Falcons' Nest, and it is going to be a great ball game.
Good ball game. Looking forward to it. Let's get it going.
Yeah, another thing for the Solano Falcons, they got the Splash Sisters out there. Last game here, they were just raining threes all over the place, so expect that hot shooting to come out tonight, but maybe a little bit more of a physical game.
Yeah, definitely. More physical game down here on the block. We're going to see if the Solano Falcons can hold their own with the likes of Maisha Ward and Michaela Jones.
Yeah, Solano comes in with a BVC standing of 7-2, tied for first place with Mara and Laney, but they had the best overall record of 14-7. Los Modanos comes in at the bottom of the barrel at 2-7 with a 5-14 record. So it's going to be interesting to see here on how this first half plays out. And we're just about getting ready for tip-off here. It's going to be Laura Lawson taking on Maisha Ward.
And in the last 5 games for freshman Alexis Hines, she's averaging 9 points and 8.5 rebounds a game. So let's see what contribution she makes in tonight's game.
So Los Modanos wins the tip, and they get it right to the hands of Gabrielle Worley. Worley gets it right to Maisha Ward. Down low, stolen away by Nikki Ndaya, and Ndaya's pushing it up quickly. This is the quick tempo we're used to seeing from this Falcons team. Kicks to Audrey Jones, over to Janessa Bowling. Bowling looking around, back to Jones. Down low to Lawson. Oh, she gets the little tip pass to Ndaya. Ndaya puts up a 3. Nothing but net.
Nothing but net. Ndaya with that nice shot there by Nikki. She was able to form a nice 3 from the left hand 20-footer downtown.
Trying to get down low. Ward, one dribble up, and good defense by Solano. Has 2 girls on her, but Maisha Ward puts it up and good for 2.
Yeah, and Maisha Ward, she's going to be a handful to deal with tonight. She's one of the biggest girls out there, and she's going to really make her presence felt down there on that low block.
You're absolutely right, Kareem. Nikki Ndaya pulls back. Thought about the shot there, but she works it back to the top to Audrey Jones. Audrey dribbles back to Ndaya. Ndaya puts up another 3, and splash!
2 for 2 for Nikki Ndaya, and no hesitation with that 3 there. I mean, she's putting it up there and, knocking it down.
Yeah, I mean, she's off to a hot start tonight, and that's something Los Modanos does not want to see. Shot up, 3, rebound by Janessa Bowling. Janessa Bowling, one of the point guards on the Falcons team. Audrey Jones thought about it. Kicks it to Miranda Holman, swings it back to Nikki Ndaya, who's got the hot hand right now to start this game. Dribbles, kicks it out. Miranda Holman with a long 2. Can't get it to go, but fighting for it, comes down. And looks like Simone Jones with the rebound for the Mustangs.
And as Jones brings the ball up, let's see what type of defense the Lady Falcons start off with tonight. It looked like it's man-to-man.
Yeah, it's interesting. Last game we saw, they ran a full court press and literally ran the other team right out of the building. Oh, backdoor cut, wide open, good pass as Michaela Jones, one of the other big towers down low, comes up with the big 2 points for the Mustangs.
Nice play by Michaela Jones there. A nice back cut. She was wide open for an easy 2.
Janessa Bowling for 3. Can't get it to go.
Like sort of a push shot there by Bowling.
Yeah, she has a little bit of an awkward shot, but a lot of the time she can hit some deep threes. You know, it's just getting a rhythm and feel for a shooter. Just keep shooting them, they're going to start dropping.
Yes, sir.
Right back down low to Ward. Ward puts it up and gets it to go for 2, so we're all knotted up at 6.
Yeah, and the double team by Audrey Jones came over. Ill-advised, I mean, you know, Michaela Jones is down there with that big body. She was able to get it on the glass for easy 2.
Audrey Jones swing pass to Janessa Bowling. Janessa puts up a number 3. Rainbow shot, rims out. Ball on the ground, and it's going to be Mustang ball.
And when a little bit, about 2 minutes that's passed in this game is 6-6 right now. So leaving a little even kill. We're going to see what team is going to make a stretch to make some separation from the other team.
And Solano definitely using advantage of that 3-point shot, as they had the Splash Sisters on their team, so they're not afraid to shoot that 3, and they're showing that early tonight as they've already knocked down 2 and missed 2. So hitting 50% from the 3-point line. Good little move. Stolen away by Nikki and Diaz. Imana Samuels just lost the handle there.
No, that's her second steal tonight. She goes coast to coast for a layup, but she misses it.
And Lawson puts it back for 2.
Good offensive rebound. As you alluded to earlier, the Lady Falcons leads the BVC conference in rebound, and there's one example of that right there.
And Janessa Bowling playing that full court press. And timeout called by the Los Medanos Mustangs. It's going to be a full timeout. And before the game, our sideline reporter Chelsea Williams caught up with Coach Matt Borcher. Chelsea, what do you have in store for us?
Thanks, Stash. I got a chance to talk to Matt Borcher where he was telling me the mindset of the women's basketball team. Right now they're feeling positive for their second home game. They're hoping to get a win tonight so that Sunday bowl game can taste mighty fine. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Chelsea, for that excellent report down there. And so far, Solano's looking good. They're up by 2, but not the start we're used to seeing from them. They've already knocked down a couple of threes. They're not trying to work the ball down low to Lawson as we're used to seeing because of the presence of Maisha Ward.
Maisha Ward, yeah, she's a big body down there, and they're going to have to probably use perimeter jumpers to try to see if they can execute a type of lead today. But I do want to make one reference to Maisha Ward. She's averaging 12 points and 10 rebounds per game.
Wow.
So you have to understand that she's going to get her shots up, and you have to be able to contain her if you want to stay in this game.
Yeah, they're just really letting Maisha Ward work her low post game. You know, they're getting the ball down to her, and she just turns, and it's just her in the basket right there. Lawson's kind of playing on her back. Lawson needs to do a little bit better job by boxing her out and not letting her feel comfortable. But they're doing an excellent job double teaming. They're not making these shots easy, but Maisha Ward is just knocking down these easy shots.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to use your athleticism. Maybe want to front Ward, try to get in front of her and make sure that she don't get an easy catch, because that's half the battle. Once she catches the ball down there in their block, just a matter of turning around and putting it up.
And Brooke Gibbons, Kai Roberts, and Alexis Hines checks into the game for the Falcons. And they're using a high press here up towards using that half-court line as a sixth defender. Maisha Ward outside. This is way out of her range. Drops it down low to Simone Jones. Cross court for 3. Knocked it down. That was Imana Samuels with 3.
Nice jumper there by Imana Samuels, and very good rhythm, and there's a steal there here.
Simone Jones with the steal, pushing up tempo. Right back to Jones. Jones puts it up, and good for 2.
Nice give and go there by Gabrielle Worley. Got the ball and gave it right back to Jones, who was filling the lane for easy 2.
Yeah, easy's an understatement there, Kareem. Stolen away, but it's going to go off Imana Samuels, so Solano catches a break. It kind of looks like Solano's playing a little flat right now.
Yeah, a little flat, and the Lady Mustangs are diving in the passing lanes and getting their hands active out there. So let's see if Falcon ladies can shore up their offensive passing.
Lawson trying to drive down low, gets the ball poked away. It's going to be jump ball. It's going to stay Falcon ball here. Its possession arrow is in their favor. So once again, Solano catches the break. A little bit of sloppy pace so far, but I know Coach Boychert, last year's BBC Coach of the Year, will definitely make adjustments throughout the game and put his team in the best situation to win this game.
Definitely.
Passing the ball around now. Nikki and Daya with it. for three. It rims out. Ball bouncing all over the place. It's going to go off a Lady Falcons, so it's going to be Mustang ball.
Mustang ball. And, you know, the shot clock was kind of winding down there, so she had to get that shot up for Simone. Excuse me, for Nikki
Andaya. Yeah, there you go. Got you, partner. So Solano trailing by 3. Solano doesn't usually trail in their home gym too often, so this is kind of a shocker to them.
It is a shocker.
Oh, good post move, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Laura Lawson, almost tipped away. The ball's still going all over the place. Brooke Gibbons comes up. Alexis Hines now pumps, puts it up, a little short, but a foul is called. So it's going to send her to the line to shoot 2, and even more importantly, that was Maisha Ward's first foul of the game, and that's what Solano's going to have to do. Cause Maisha Ward to get in a foul trouble, get her out of this game.
Yeah, definitely. You have to, you know, put her in foul trouble because you want to limit her touches, and if she's not in the game, then, hey, that will limit her touches altogether.
And Alexis Hines knocks down her first free throw with 1 more to go. The freshman forward.
And Amana Samuel, she's, you know, very aggressive out there.
Good rebound by Lawson, but it's tipped away by Ward. Comes right in the hands of Alexis Hines, and Hines is just going to slow it down now. Ndaya running the point. Kicks it back to Hines. Back to Ndaya. Back to Hines again, looking around. Swings over to Kai Roberts. Down low to Lawson. Back out to Hines for 3. Just a little flat. She tried to get her own rebound. A little awkward bounce for her, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, she followed her shot, but it hit the side of the rim and went out on the baseline.
And it looks like number 23, Audrey Jones, checking back into the game for the Falcons, and Kenesha Hall checking in for the Mustangs. So let's see if Solano can come up with a stop right now and come back and try to tie this game on their next possession.
Yeah.
Almost stolen away there. Good move. Little floater shot. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Lawson. She has a bunch of bodies all around her. Surprised she pulled that one down, but she is a presence down low in the post.
Definitely. Nice, tough rebounding and traffic down there. And as you alluded to earlier, let's see if the Lady Falcons can get.
Oh, that was a hard foul from Laura Lawson as Gabrielle Worley hits the ground. Kind of a little of a back check there. Kind of a hockey move.
Hockey move there.
So Miranda Holman and Janessa Bowling checking back into the game. So Butcher going to his bench and working the girls in early, trying to see what lineup's going to work for him tonight.
Yeah. With a little bit over 14 minutes to go, let's see what type of pressure the Lady Falcons could instill on the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, this Mustang team is do a good job clogging the passing lane, playing good defense, and just disrupting this Solano offense. And the defense are moving the ball extremely well and working it down low. But it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do without Maisha Ward on the floor, where their points are going to come from. And good defense by Solano causes a turnover, so that may be the stop that they need to try to tie this ball game.
Yeah, and they need to take advantage of Ward being on the bench right now. She's not in the game, so you want to see if you can get some extra possessions, and it looks like she's going to come right back.
Deep three from Ndaya. She can't get it to go. Just a little short, maybe a little bit out of her range, but I've seen her knock him down from there before. So high pressure. Worley working it around, dumps it off to Jones. Jones to Jones. To Hall. Hall falls on the ground. They're fighting for it. Kicks it out. Deep 3. And it's nothing but net for Gabrielle Worley.
Gabby Worley with a deep 3 from the top of the key there. Nice set shot.
Audrey Jones now with it. Janessa Bowling trying her luck from 3. It is nothing but net.
And there you say it's an unorthodox shot, kind of like your boy from the Chicago Bulls, Noah.
Noah, yeah.
Yeah, with the little push shot.
Yeah, push shot from the hip. And it works for her. She knocked down 3. Deep 3. No good. Tipped off the hand of Jones. And Ndaya tries to save it, but she just couldn't get it. And here comes Maisha Ward checking back in.
Nice effort there by Ndaya. And not a long rest there for Ward. She probably rested for about 5 minutes and right back in the game. So, of course, Los McDonald's want to stay in this game, don't want it to get away from them.
Yeah, especially Los McDonald's coach knows that Solano will put up a lot of points on you in a hurry, and he needs to put Ward out there to control this lead as they have a 2-point advantage right now with 12:35 left here in the first half. So they pull Maisha Ward out, drop it to Jones. Jones looking around, and that is a travel all the way.
Yeah, a little indecision there by Jones. She didn't know if she wanted to shoot her pass and got herself caught in the mid-air.
So it looks like Brooke Gibbons and Laura Lawson check back into the game for the Lady Falcons. Now let's see if Solano can get over the hump and tie this ball game and possibly work it to take the lead. Lawson up, no good. Trying to get her own rebound. It's tipped away by Worley. Worley's coming up. Bowling all over. Worley puts it up. A nice left-handed finish there.
Nice finish there, under control all the way, and made it an easy layup off the glass.
Bowling kicks it to Gibbons. Gibbons down low to Lawson. Lawson has room to work. She puts up the shot, contested. It was a little bit tipped. They'll make it go offline. Rebounded by Worley. And Worley's definitely a spark plug for this Mustang team so far in this game.
Definitely.
And
got a 20-second timeout here by the Lady Mustangs.
Now, Kareem, what adjustments does Solano have to make in this game so far?
Well, I think they have to understand that when you're passing the ball, you have to make sound passes. I mean, you had Imani Samuels making some efforts to make some steals there earlier in the first half. So, you know, they have to stay within distance. They're down 4 right now. Throw a little more double teams at Ward down there on the block, like I alluded to earlier. She didn't really stay on the bench that long. So, you know, they're still in this game, but I like the energy now. They came out a little bit flat to start the game, but a little more energy now as we go into the second part of this first half.
Yeah, you know, Solano down by 4, but Los Modelos is doing a good job. They're not allowing Solano to get the ball quickly up court. They're clogging those quick passing lanes, and they're really disrupting this Solano offense.
Yeah.
Working the ball around Los Modelos now. Into the corner. Jones puts up a 3. Little offline. Tip down. Gets the rebound. Tries to throw it out. And Imania Samuels tries to throw it back to the corner for another open 3, but nobody was there.
Nobody was there. Ill-advised pass by Samuels there. I mean, getting offensive rebound down there, you want to try to get a high percentage shot.
Down low to Holman. Holman kicks it out. Back to Bowling. Over to Jones. Jones puts up the 3. Splash.
There's Jones with a nice 3 there, and that should get the Lady Falcons going.
Yeah, primarily their scoring has come from behind the three-point line tonight, so that has definitely worked for Solano, but you like to see some post-production as well to make it a more of a balanced attack from this Falcon team.
Definitely. You live by the 3, you're going to die by the 3. Let's get some in and out action down there for the Lady Falcons.
It kind of looks like Solano's switched to a little bit of a zone to take away the Ward factor. Stolen away by Laura Lawson. Read it all the way. And Lawson's just going to come up, pull up, pass it to Holman. Holman, can't get the finish. Lawson fighting for it, and the foul is called. It looks like it's going to be on number 23, Quenisha Hall.
Well, Lawson with the great defense anticipation down here on the other end. She was able to front Ward to give her another angle, and then she started the fast break and found the trailer who was able not to knock down the shot, but Ward was also active in the getting offensive rebound and getting herself to the free throw line.
And you see there, Laura Lawson knocks down her first, so we got a tie ball game at 16 with Nikki and Daya checking back into the game.
And you're going to have to do more of that as far as the Ladies Falcons on defense. You're going to have to front Ward. She's a big body down there. If you play behind her a lot, she's going to just impose her will on you and get easy buckets. So, you know, give her different looks and try to do a little different things to shake up the game for her.
Yeah, you see Laura Lawson misses her second rebound, so still tied up at 16. Here comes Samuel. Samuel's dribbling with the left hand, kicks it out to Jones. Jones fires up a 3, rims out, still up in the air, and it's tipped away. And it's going to stay Mustang ball. It almost looked like it hit off Maisha Ward's hand, but she pulled it back quick enough. So
yeah.
Referees have a better vantage point than we do.
Yeah, I think Adana did get her hands on it last.
So here comes inbound play. Watch Ward. They might try to force it. Oh, back cut. Good job. Can't get it to go. Still going around. Ward imposing her will. And she gets fouled, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's going to be Laura Lawson's second personal of the game. And
that was a great offensive rebound by Ward down there. She gathered herself, put a crab dribble down, and went up with authority.
So Laura Lawson having both fouls early in this game. That's not good for the Falcons.
And that's good for the Falcons. I mean, you only allow 5 before you eliminated from the game. Mm-hmm. So you want to be careful with that. And she is coming out, being replaced.
Yeah, that's
by
Alexis Hines.
Yeah,
Laura Lawson, the premier center on this Solano Falcons team for the past 2 years now. I mean, with a center matchup with Maisha Ward, Solano's going to really need to rely on Lawson's defense and offense and rebounding in this game.
Definitely.
So 17-16, Solano pushing the ball up quickly. Bowling looking around. Bowling just decides to shoot it. Can't get it to go. Rims out. Hines fighting for it. Still on the ground. Bowling gets the ball. Pull up jumper. Little flat. Rebounded by Jones. So Bowling playing a little bit of full court press by herself. Good strategy. As Samuels likes to drive and kick, so watch that. Oh, she pulls up the jumper. Can't get it to go. Ward gets the rebound and stolen away by Janessa Bowling.
Janessa Bowling, the smallest girl on the court, was able to take that away from Aisha Ward. Wow.
Hey, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, but it's the size of the fight in the dog right there.
There you go.
So it's going to send Janessa Bowling to the line to shoot 2. And the foul was on Mana Samuels. That's her first personal and the second team foul. And I have to say, shout out to Brian Nelson running the PA for this game, doing an excellent job.
B, we see you.
Bowling, down low to Holman. Holman thought about it, kicks it out to Ndaya. Ndaya wide open for 3. She cannot get it to go. Holman attack down low, but who comes up with it is Worley. Worley's coming down the court now, stops, let her offense set up here.
There's a good rebound by Worley. You can start the break with your point guard when they're able to rebound like that.
Oh, back cut once again to Jones. Jones puts it up, too strong, can't get it to go. And who else? Bowling comes up with it, pushing the tempo once again. And that's going to be on the floor foul. It looks like it's going to be on number 20.
Samuels, yeah,
Yep.
a little hip check there by Samuels. But they're going to have to make an adjustment here on the other end on defense. They're falling for that backdoor play for twice. Once they got a conversion on the Lady Mustangs, the other one they wasn't able to convert. But they have to understand that the Solano Falcons will have to make an adjustment to stop that play from happening.
So inbound play here. They're up 2 Ndaya now. Ndaya looking around to Audrey Jones. Down low to Hines. Hines turnaround jumper. She cannot get it to go, but the foul is going to be called on Maisha Ward, so that is a big foul for her.
That's a big foul for Ward. That's her second foul. Late whistle there by the Zebra, but I think it was the correct call.
It's one of those that goes in, he's not going to call it, but since it didn't go in, he's going to send her to the line to shoot 2, so excellent job by the referee by understanding that.
Yeah, definitely. She's 5 feet away. No way she's going to throw an air ball there.
Oh, and just hits the front of the rim, does not get it to go, so Alexis Hines misses her first.
And with a little bit less than 10 minutes to go in this first half, it's a 17-16 lead by the Lady Mustangs. So let's see what team is going to take the opportunity to pull away in this last 9 minutes.
Yeah, very low-scoring game. It's very defense, physical game so far. Either team not really been able to get in a flow just yet. No team has either taken off, in the 6-8-0 runs. That's what you need to win ball games.
Definitely.
So Los Modano's working the ball nicely around the perimeter. And Kai Roberts, excellent defense on the perimeter. Guarding Samuels now. Samuels puts up a prayer, but it's rebounded by Roberts.
Good D by Roberts. Was able to gather the rebound and start the break for the Lady Falcons.
Audrey Jones now with the ball. Down low to Holman. Little of an errant pass. Fighting for it on the ground. Still on the ground. And Kai Roberts is going to get called for the foul. That was a little bit of a reach behind, so that's going to be her first foul of the game. It's going to be a third foul for the Falcons.
13 foul for the Falcons. A little bit of too much aggression there, but she's being active with her hands, and she's trying to get possessions for her basketball team.
Yeah, a little bit of chippy game here. The refs are definitely using the whistles a lot, trying to keep control of this game as it's starting to play a little physical. Ward on the perimeter. Down low to Jones. Jones kicks it back out. Deep 3 from Worley. And that was a little bit short. Tipped up, rebounded by Hines, and Hines fighting for it. And she gets out of trouble.
Flying elbows, throwing elbows there to clear, give herself some room.
It looks like something you see on Saturday night in the UFC. Audrey Jones for 3. Money.
Yeah.
Money.
And
you give her that look, she's knocking that down every time.
Every time. I mean, she has a great set shot in rhythm. No hesitation, sensation by Jones there.
So Solano takes back the lead. Now they're leading 20-17. Let's see in this last 7:45 if they can really take on a run and get the momentum in their favor going into the second half. Ward, good spin move. Blocked away by Hines. And and that's going to send her to the line to shoot 2 as Alexis Hines picks up her first foul.
Yeah, nice defense there by Hines. I think she got a little bit of the arm, but way to stay in there. I mean, she playing her from the back end, and that's what I alluded to earlier. You're going to have to start fronting Ward a little bit more because once she catches that ball on the low block, it's easy pickings down there.
Yeah, Ward split her first pair of free throws, so she's 1 for 2 tonight. Make that 2 for 3 now. If she continues to make these free throws like that, it's going to make a presence where you don't want to foul her.
Yeah.
You don't want to give up these free points.
Exactly, and she has a nice shot there. I mean, You know, she's now has made 3 out of
Yeah.
4. So, you know, you have to be careful about fouling the right player or the wrong player.
So now 7:35 left. Solano up by 1. Looking around. Jones with the ball. Down low to Hines. Hines, turnaround jumper off the backboard. Cannot get it to go.
And Maisha Ward is changing a lot of the Falcons shots down there. I mean, that presence down there, they're trying to get it up off the glass real fast.
Jones wide open for 3. She cannot get it to go. Right into the hands of Kai Roberts. Yeah, we usually see Solano really attack the basket, you know, layups and make those easy shots. But Ward down low, she's not making it easy for that. Jones wide open for 3. Just a little bit flat there. She cannot get it to go.
Not on the right side. The previous threes came from the left side. That time it's from the right side and a little bit short there.
Samuels, almost gets her pocket picked by Ndaya. Has to pick up her dribble, trying to get to Ward. Ward one dribble up and no good. Still fighting for it. And who is it? Alexis Hines with the rebound.
Good defense there by Hines. Would have stayed with it. Got the ball and starting the fast break herself.
Jones for 3.
Now Jones, this time she steps inside the three-point line just a little bit and knocks down a 19-footer.
Thank you, partner, for catching that there. I was a little excited to get the 3 call out. So Solano up by 3. Here comes a shot from Worley, and Worley knocks it down.
And looking for the and one. I mean, she came around and took a nice jumper there from the right elbow.
You know, like they say, if you keep complaining and asking for fouls, the refs are less likely to give them to you.
Definitely. Play the game.
Jones wide open, and that's good for 3. And there it is.
Downtown.
And Audrey Jones starting to feel it, and that's not a good sign for the Mustangs. If she gets hot, she's lights out.
Yeah, she's starting to heat up. You can tell her shot is shooting with confidence.
Worley dishes to Samuels. Samuels down low to Ward. One dribble spin, puts up, and wow, gets the lucky. Oh, and Los Madonna's coach is furious as he believes that should have been an and one. There's a good shot of him right there, being very animated on the sideline.
Yeah, and the previous possession by the Lady Mustangs, Gabrielle Worley was looking for an and one as well. So they're not getting the calls, but, you know, like you said, stay within the game. Don't complain. The refs will make the necessary calls down the stretch of the game.
And the ball don't lie. You know, if the foul is there, the ball does not lie. It will go back in your favor at one point in the ball game. And, you know, the Los Madonna's coach is going to really have to watch it now, as I saw the main head referee really kind of staring him down as he was complaining. So he may get a technical next time he starts another outbreak like that.
Yeah, and you don't want to cost your team a point or two for being a little bit outrageous with the non-calls. I mean, it's going to happen through the games. Like you said, ball don't lie, and eventually the refs will make amends of missed calls throughout the game.
And, you know, Solano really needs to pick up the tempo in this last 5:45. As I was watching Maisha Ward, she's starting to go slower up and down the court. She's starting to get gassed a little bit. And Los Madonna's really has to stop the ball on top of the point, allow Maisha Ward to get down low to that low block and to get their offense running. So they're taking a lot of time off the clock. If Solano starts playing that fast-paced tempo that they're used to playing, they'll run them right out of the gym.
Right out the gym. And like you said, with less than 6 minutes to go in this first half, only up by 2, we're looking for the Lady Falcons to see if they could get some type of separation going into the halftime.
So 25-23 with 5:54 left to play. And it's going to be Solano ball. And you have Jones, Gibbons, and Daya, Holman, and Janessa Bowling out on the floor for the Falcons. Laura lost a little bit of foul trouble, so they're not going to put her quite in yet. As they have the lead, I believe that they lose the lead, that she will come back into this game. She's wearing the warm-up, the blue warm-up. Stolen away by Jones. All alone, she puts up the layup, and good. So tie ball game.
Yeah, and that's what I talked about earlier. These lazy passes, you know, the Lady Mustangs are anticipating the pass, and they're shooting the passing lanes, and that's the fourth steal of the half.
Yeah, they're kind of looking like the Seahawks in the fourth quarter of that NFC Championship game. Bowling, driving. Just loses the handle and stolen away, but an errant throw goes right into the hands of Nikki Ndaya. So Ndaya now with the ball, kicks it to Bowling. Bowling swings it over to Jones. Jones looking for a backdoor cut, nothing working there. Goes down low to Holman, backdoor up, and no good. They're fighting for it, and Los Madonna's comes up with the rebound.
A little dose of their own medicine there, a backdoor that wasn't able to be converted.
3, no good. Rebounded by 2 Falcons. Audrey Jones eventually comes up with it, so 25-25, 4:43 left in the ballgame. Jones to get to Ndaya. Ndaya almost gets her pocket pick, but Ndaya turns around, pull-up jumper. She cannot get it to go. Audrey Jones gets the rebound, throwing it back on the floor. She puts it back up. She cannot get that to go either.
Yeah, but nice offensive rebound there by Jones. A little bit too close for her, maybe.
Yeah, we know she has that deep range.
Yeah.
So you see Los Medanos really slowing down the tempo here. Looking for those open passes. Not a whole lot of movement going on either side. Backdoor cut up and good. Good left-hand finish by Kanisha Hall.
Yeah, and the Lady Falcons are falling for these backdoor cuts. They're not getting in front and stand there. They're not. They're overplaying, and that's the only way that you can lose on the backdoor cuts.
Yeah, and they're playing a really high defensive strategy. Holman, fake the pass there. Fakes it over to Audrey Jones in the corner for three, and that shot was tipped.
Yeah, it looked like it was blocked a little bit there by Jones. And now Samuels bringing it up.
Samuels will try to get a pass. I don't think Jones is ready for that one. She took it off the dome piece. Quick pass up. Gibbons had an open bucket. She just loses the handle, but she keeps the ball. Passes to Bowling for three. Splash. Janessa Bowling starting to feel it from the three-point line.
JB, man, with that push shot, but hey, once she gets the rhythm going, is a knockdown.
And Janessa Bowling really a spark plug for this offense and defense for the Falcons today. So the Mustangs looking around, gets it to Jones right on top. Jones looking around, she has nothing working, so she decides to drive. She puts up the shot, and that's good. Good little Euro step there to make it up to the rim.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Jones. It was at the high post. No pass there, and she takes it herself for easy two.
So Ndaya with it now, guarded by Samuels. To Gibbons, good move. She goes up, right hand. She cannot finish that, but it's rebounded by Los Medanos, and they're tripping all over each other.
Yeah, 4 Los Medanos ladies down there for the rebound, and now we have Worley bringing it up.
So once again, slowing down the tempo immensely.
And I think that's what the Lady Mustangs have to do. They have to set the tone if they're going to play slow and get high possession field goals.
Oh, she just dribbles all around the defense, but a bad shot. And the foul is going to be called. And it looks like it's going to be on number 33, Michaela Jones. That's her first foul of the game, the 6th team foul for the Mustangs. So Maisha Ward checks back into the game for the Mustangs, and Kai Roberts and Alexis Hines checks in for the Falcons.
Yeah, and I believe the last 2-13, Maisha Ward is probably going to be a big factor going down the stretch. They're up by 1. Let's see what they can do here.
And surprising, still no Laura Lawson. Alexis Hines up, right hand, very nice. And one for Alexis Hines. And that is going to be the 3rd foul on Maisha Ward.
And as she comes back in, she's going to probably have to go right back out. You don't want to take a chance of her picking up her 4th foul in the first half.
And you're absolutely right, Kareem. And there she goes, and that's a huge break for Solano. So Alexis Hines can extend this lead to 2 by converting this 3-point play.
And that's what you do. When you know a player's in foul trouble, you go at them. Make you play defense or not play.
Alexis Hines converts the 3-point play, 31-29, 2 minutes to play. So it looks like Los Medanos took a play out of the Memphis Grizzlies playbook by just slowing down, playing half court to half court, and it's been successful. Ball going all over the place. Kai Roberts comes up with it, gets it to Brooke Gibbons, and Gibbons is fouled, and that is going to be Gabrielle Worley's first foul of the game.
Yeah, not a bad foul there. I mean, the Lady Falcons had something going there with a break, and Worley was able to get in there and stop the break, and is going to have Janessa Bowling earn it from the free.
Brooke Gibbons.
Earned it from the free throw line. Got the numbers mixed up right there.
And now that's a huge advantage. Now Solano is in the bonus as they will shoot a 1-on-1 every time they are fouled here on out for the next minute 42 in the first half. And she misses the first, cannot take advantage of that free throw. So Worley with the ball now. She does an excellent job. Walking up the court, and her eyes are always still up court looking for a pass to get an easy bucket.
Definitely, and now.
Oh, swatted away by Alexis Hines, but the foul is called. It's going to send her to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and she does the same thing she did in that prior possession. She looks up over the defense, seeing where she can get a hole, and she goes all the way to the rack. This time, she gets to the line for 2.
Now, Alexis Hines, that's her second foul. And Alexis Hines has been a big pickup from this bench of the Solano team.
Yeah.
As coming in, stepping in for Laura Lawson, with Laura Lawson a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, and you know, Hines is being a great protector down there. She's doing what she can. But, again, you don't want her to pick up a third foul with a minute and a half to go in this first half. So, substitution made.
And it's Miranda Holman.
Holman comes in for his last 125.
And there's a nice shot of Brian Nelson in the background there.
Yeah, I see B there.
And she sinks the second, so she splits the pair. So Audrey Jones is checking into the game. Minute 25 left to play. Solano leading 31-30.
31-30, and with Jones coming back in, let's see if she can get a nice rotation shot in there.
And you know, Coach, down low to Holman. Holman pump fakes and just loses the handle, gets her pocket pick, but it's going to stay Falcon ball as it looked like it went off number 23, Kenesha Hall.
Yeah, and when you're down there and you're in the middle, you 4 or 5 feet away, keep the ball high and go right back up with it. When you put it on the floor, you allow the defense to contend and get hands in there.
And there's Audrey Jones open for three. She cannot get it to go. Quickly up court by the Mustangs. Good defense by Bowling there, but that's good by Kenesha Hall. So now Mustangs have a 1-point lead. We're under a minute to play.
Yeah, and Kenesha Hall was able to gather herself and go down and get an easy layup.
Bowling for three. She cannot get it to go. So like you said, Cream, you live and die by the three. Up and good from Michaela Jones. So nice little swing here for the Mustangs as they have the momentum on their side. Up by 3 with 33 seconds to go. Down low to Holman. Holman dribbles out. Bowling has the ball now to Audrey Jones. Back to Nikki and Daya swings it to Kai Roberts. Kai Roberts puts up a three. Splash!
Nice shot there by Kai Roberts to tie this game up at 34 with less than 20 seconds to go in the half.
So if the Mustangs play it right, they will have the last shot of the half, but Worley is just going to come through. Guarded by Falcons, puts up a shot. She cannot get it to go. Right back in the hands of Worley. And a foul is going to be called. It kind of looked she tripped over her own feet there.
Yeah, it looked like she was out of control. She missed an easy gimme layup, and then she was able to regather the ball and go back up, and it was bailed out by a foul with 5 seconds to go in the half.
So Miranda Holman picks up her first personal. So now the two bigs that started this game, Miranda Holman and Laura Lawson. Laura Lawson with 2, Miranda Holman with 1. But that's expected first half. That's not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
And she makes her first. Worley. Pretty good free throw shooter. She's about 45% from the free throw line. And she misses that one. So 5 seconds. Here we go. Solano has a chance for the last shot. 3, 2, 1. Nikki and Dyer from deep. No way off the mark. So a little bit of a surprising half here, Kareem. Solano's down 35-34 here in the first half. What adjustments does Solano have to make here in the second half?
Well, what they need to do is, play a lot more defense as far as Ward concerned. I mean, she got in foul trouble, but she was a beast down there on the block. And they also have to understand that the ball rotation that you need to do to get your perimeter shooters involved is the key to coming out ahead in this second half. Yeah,
I think Los Medanos all the way around has been played a brilliant first half against this first-place Solano Falcon team. I mean, they're disrupting the passing lanes. They're not allowing Solano to change his tempo, to push it up tempo, to really that would tire out Los Medanos. But they're clogging the passing lanes. They're getting it down low to Ward. Ward has 3 fouls. That's going to be huge here in the second half. We're going to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
But Solano's definitely going to need to start working down low post, get Laura Lawson hot, get Miranda Holman hot, and that'll open up the perimeter shooting.
Yeah, and being down 1 at the half, you have to understand that you made a comment about Ward being in foul trouble. You go at her early, see if you can get her on the bench, and then that way you can kind of key in and get to the inside of the teeth of the defense and make some easy buckets.
All right, good analysis there. So that's all we have here in the first half. So stay tuned. Solano down 35-34. We'll be back with the second half after this.
Hi, my name is Rebecca LeCount. I'm one of the counselors here at Solano Community College. I'm here to let you know that counselors are available to help you with academic and career advising. Our job is to help you successfully reach your goals. Whether your goal is to obtain a certificate, an associate's degree, or to transfer, it's important to have an educational plan to guide you along the way. We want to make sure that you are taking the classes that you need and not taking ones that won't help you reach your goals. I encourage you to come by the counseling office to see a counselor to develop or update your educational plan as soon as possible. For new students, creating an educational plan is one of the steps that you need to take in order to obtain priority registration. Developing the ED plan will allow you to plan your semester schedule in advance and will give you a better chance to get those classes that you need. You can drop by the counseling office in Building 400 on the main campus or call to make an appointment at 707-864-7101. You can also book appointments online at solano.edu. We also have counseling appointments available in Vacaville, Vallejo, and at the Travis Air Force Base. Remember, we're here to help you. Please come by and see us today.
Well, hi everybody, Greg Poff here in the Solano College Sports Network studios to tell you about a great opportunity here at Solano Community College, where we are the only community college in the nation to have our own sports network program. So if you're interested in a career in sports broadcasting, Solano Community College is the place for you. Lots of opportunities to develop your skills in sports broadcasting, as you can see, either as a host for one of our sports shows or covering many of the Solano sports events that we cover here at the college. You can learn to do all the behind-the-scenes work in our Sports Network studio that has been completely revamped. Learn to host your own Sports Network studio, show, or be out there live covering high school football. We even cover some high school sports as well. Learn how to improve your interview skills, get behind the camera, learn how to speak on the mic, and also learn all that it takes to be able to operate in a studio using the green screen. So lots of opportunities here at the college for you in our Solano College Sports Network studios. So if you're interested in taking our sports broadcasting class, you can join us here at the college every Wednesday from 1 to 4 in the Solano Sports Network studios. That's in room 121. And if you'd like more information about our sports broadcasting program, hit me up by sending me an email to gpoff@solano.edu or give me a call here at the college at 707-864-4537. We'd love to see you here in the spring semester. Be a part of our Solano College Sports Network studios. We're here at Solano Community College. It's more than just sports. It's an education.
Hi, I'm Remington Green, and this is my broadcasting partner, Kayla Gibbons. Today we're going to talk about one of the most hands-on classes you'll ever consider taking.
We're talking about
Sports broadcasting. After everything's said and done, this class has taught me how to be involved, and it's given me experience in the field of sports broadcasting. It's taught me how to work behind a microphone, it's taught me how to work a camera, and it's ultimately taught me how to be a people person and talk to coaches and teachers and players. It's given me involvement because this is a 2-year institution and kids come and go, and there's kind of a hard way to be involved in such a community that's always fluctuating. It's giving me the opportunity, like I mentioned, to talk to coaches about their players and their team and what do they look for in the future, and to teachers about what their plans are for, their classes that they have. And ultimately, this class has given me an experience that I would never take back.
Definitely. I'll definitely have to fully agree with Remington on that. This class has benefited me in many ways. I came into the class, it's my first semester here at Solano. I'm a comm major. I had no clue what I would be doing in the class. I was nervous. Oh no, I have no experience being behind the camera. This class brought me full experience. Poff is a great professor. He works with each student hands-on. You learn so much about doing interviews, working with others in group settings, as well as being there for sports events at the school, such as, basketball games, soccer games. You're fully working hands-on in the field, and it's a great class to be a part of.
At the end of the day, this class really, really, truly shows you what it means to be a sports broadcaster or a cameraman or an electrician guy who's just trying to help us out. And this is an experience, and it's not just a class where you've got textbooks and lectures, but it's something that really gets you involved and really sets you up for something. If this is the future and the major that you want to have, this definitely sets you on the right path.
Definitely. If you're tired of, day-to-day lectures and classes, taking notes, and you want something more hands-on, I definitely recommend that you register for Com 75 Sports Broadcasting in spring 2015.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the Solano College Sports Network. We're here inside the Falcons' Nest where the Solano Lady Falcons are trailing 35-34 to the Los Medanos Mustangs. Once again, I'm Stash Moyna. Now with me in the booth is my former broadcast partner, my best buddy, Mike McLeod. Mike, how you doing, partner?
So quickly to call me the former broadcast partner. How many games have we done together, Stash?
Way too many.
Yeah, way too many. I'm so tired of you.
So you were down the sidelines working
Yep.
the camera for the first half. What was your take from the first half?
Well, Laura Lawson just never got comfortable, and she wasn't used to the size of Los Medanos. I don't know anybody's name. Number 22.
Yeah,
she was
Maisha Ward.
Maisha Ward. She had a couple fouls, but really intimidating down on the block, and just Solano never got to play their game in the first half, and that's probably not the score they expected to see going into halftime.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time Solano was trailing at home. It's been a long time since we've seen that happen. But you see here, Sanders going up. She tries to put up a shot, trying to get down low to Ward, but tipped away by Laura Lawson, so that's a steal for her. So Lawson looking like she's all right. Nikki and Daya now with the ball. Nikki and Daya driving. Bowling steps into a three. Splash!
And really, the three-point shooting of Solano is what has kept them in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I know Audrey Jones hit a couple big ones. She caught fire for a little bit in the first half.
Yeah, Nikki and Daya came out first two shots, 6 points in the game were three-pointers. I mean, another three. Sanders, she cannot get it to go, and Lawson gets an easy rebound there as Ward just trying to hustle back down on the court. Solano really picking up the tempo now. Lawson up top now, down low to Holman. Holman turns around, a little easy jumper there. She cannot get it to go. Rebounded by Jones. And Jones is being yelled at by her teammates and coach just to slow down the pace. And that's kind of been the theme of today.
Well, look for the early offense if you can get it, but if you can't, slow it down and run your plays.
So Sanders in the corner now. Sanders looking around, gets it up top to Ward. Over to Jones. Jones is Worley. Back to Jones. Jones driving. She puts up a weird-looking shot.
As she just had to try to beat the shot clock.
Quickly up to Nikki and Daya. She's driving. Nikki and Daya gets her pocket picked by Worley there. Worley slowing it back down, gets the ball up quickly. Swings it over to Jones. Jones thought about doing a three, but to the other Jones, back to Jones. Moving the ball nicely around the perimeter. Wide open three for Worley. Not often she misses those. And that's going to be Solano ball, but good hustle by Simone Jones by trying to backpick Miranda Holman.
Yeah, and that's happened a couple times. We saw it in the men's game as well, just kind of creeping in, and you don't expect it. And if your teammates aren't going to call it out for you and tell you look out behind you, then that's a problem.
There's a little bit of stoppage in the play. I'm not sure why, but we're back to the action now. Janessa Bowling bringing it up court for the Falcons. Kicks it back to Miranda Holman on top of the point. Swings it over to Ndaya. Ndaya looking around to Lawson. Lawson mishandles it. Gets her own pass there. Gets it back. Throws it up top to Ndaya. These are some risky passes they're taking. Bowling wide open for three. Just a bit flat. But Janessa Bowling has been doing an excellent job on defense. She has a couple steals tonight and really disrupting the passing lanes. Swung out. Jones for three. Try her luck. She cannot get it to go, and Ndaya comes down with it.
Yeah, and to your point about Bowling, that's kind of her role on this team anyway, is to be a perimeter defender and really spell Ndaya.
And there's a foul called. It's going to go against Imana Samuels, and that's going to be her third foul of the game. So now the Mustangs have Maisha Ward and Imana Samuels with 3 fouls, and that's going to be troubling for them.
Yeah, definitely, and you can't have your star players, your starters, be in foul trouble because you only get 5 in college.
And Samuels has been a really focus point on this defense for Los Medanos, just disrupting the passing lanes, making sure that every ball handler is just unsettled with themselves, causing those errant passes that we've been seeing from Solano, which we don't usually see.
Yeah, and this Los Medanos squad does not deserve to be 5-14. They're a better team than that. But, you know, probably just fell in some hard times. Some shots didn't go that should have, and
Nikki and Dye splits a pair there and score now 38-35 with 17-17 left on the game clock. And here comes Worley. Worley just doing her thing on top. Swings it over to Jones. Jones trying to get the Ward, but Laura Lawson doing an excellent job not allowing that inside pass.
And Maisha Ward has to keep her arm extended just a little bit longer so that Laura Lawson can't come in front and actually disrupt that pass.
Pass tipped and caught on the ground, and Janessa Bowling comes up with it. Good job by Alexis Hines. Another unspoken hero. Lawson, good dish from Bowling. Wow.
I could have sworn that was going to Nikki Andaya on the wing. She even fooled me.
I mean, that's something that Solano has not done at all this game. Get the ball to Lawson and let her work that low post, with the board being a big presence down there.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I saw her in a warm-up jacket for most of the second half of the first half.
Well, she got 2 fouls.
Oh,
quickly.
did she?
Yeah,
Okay.
so they just kind of let it ride out. The game never got really out of hand, where Borchard had to really bring her back into the game. So
Yeah, as long as you can stick with your opponent. Okay.
yeah, so that was the reason why, you need Lawson to body up against Ward. Because, you have the freshman Miranda Holman, who's doing an excellent job. She's progressing every single game, but bringing in Miranda Ward, she's a big presence, and she scores a lot of points, and she's really hard to guard in the low post.
Yeah, unless you want to bring in Talia Champion Beckham. Benjamin, sorry. Can't read today. I'm still getting over my flu-like symptoms.
Something that held Andrew Bogut out of last night's game.
They should have won that game, man.
Yeah, can't win them all.
Yeah, you can. They'd won the last 19.
So Worley now with the ball, dumps it off to Samuels. Samuels with have 3 fouls now. Down low to Ward. Lawson doing an excellent job bodying up, but they cannot allow that inside pass.
No, and it starts with denying her the space on the floor.
Lawson, good pass. Yep, and good. Audrey Jones read it all the way. Lawson with the finish.
And they can't afford to play a zone defense against the Solano team because they'll just pick you apart. Especially when they've gone to what looked like a 3-2.
A little trouble here, and thrown away by Jones. Good defensive stop by the Falcons. And let's see if they can get on a run here, Mike.
Yeah, and wouldn't hurt if Audrey Jones hit a couple more threes.
But with the low post working with Laura Lawson, keep feeding it. Audrey Jones wide open for 3, little offline. Rebounded by Janessa Bowling. She has definitely been a spark plug for this Falcons team all night long. Oh, Samuels trying to jump the pass there. Leaves a wide open Jones for 2.
I love it. I love when shooters shoot, and I love when I predict shooters shooting and they shoot.
Throwing it up top to Samuels. Knocked away by Ward, but Worley corrals it over to Samuels. Throwing it over to Jones, and now you're starting to see some lackluster passes from this Los Medanos team. Down low to Ward. Backside help. Alexis Hines, great defense there.
Yeah, and this is the chess match that you end up having between Maisha Ward and really the entire Solano team, because that's what you have to do with this girl. And so you have the front, and Laura Lawson knocks it away. Then you get it to her, and she has an easy bucket.
Oh, then stolen away by Nikki Andaya. Here comes Nikki Andaya, Alexis Hines. Nikki puts up a shot, and good. Back to your top.
Yeah, then you have the backside help from Alexis Hines, and so next time around they'll probably fake the pass and give it to another player.
Excellent analysis, Mike. Once again, trying to work it down low. Jones with it going up. Blocked away by Alexis Hines.
Kayla Jones was the girl I was talking about. Couldn't see her number. I really shouldn't be here, I'm telling you.
Kai Roberts kicks it to Audrey Jones. Audrey had a good look, but kicks it to Laura Lawson. Lawson driving baseline. Keeps her dribble. Out to Andaya for 3. Splash. Splash, splash, splash.
And that corner 3 is the easiest shot in the game, or the most efficient shot in the game.
You always get a good look down there in the corner. Worley driving left hand, pulls it back, looking for some backside help now, drops it off to Jones. Jones just flips it up to Samuels. Samuels looking around, trying to get down low to Ward. And Ward just using her presence, just bossing it around. Laura Lawson down the low post. Nothing Lawson can do right there.
And there's nothing that she should do. When you're beat like that, you can't afford to pick up a foul and send it to the line. So you just got to let her have the 2 points. So you won that round.
Oh, Andaya pump fake, pull up jumper. Oh, she cannot get the favorable bounce up in the air. Who is it going to be off of? And it's going to stay Solano balls that win off Maisha Ward.
And that's the risk you have to take, because if she had tried to catch that ball, it would have just been another scrum. So,
yep. Kenesha Hogg checking in for Los Medanos, and Janessa Bowling and Brooke Gibbons checking in for Solano. Kai Roberts dumps to Bowling. Bowling down low to Lawson. Lawson trying to turn. It was knocked out of her hands, so it's going to stay Solano ball. You know, Solano came into the second half down by 2, and now they're up by 10. Down by 1, I'm sorry, and now they're up by 10. That's Solano basketball for you.
And this team has always been a second-half team.
That's most definitely any Coach Boycher's team.
Yeah.
Simone Jones picks up her first personal, second team foul.
You know, I got to tell you, during the men's game, you were on the PA. I liked what you had to say.
Oh, well, thank you, partner.
You got a good PA voice.
And maybe I can work for the Warriors. Down low to Lawson. Lawson gets it knocked away. She's spinning around looking for help. Kicks it to Bowling. Bowling putting up a deep 3. Oh, can't get the favorable bounce. Lawson comes up with the rebound. Kicks it out to Gibbons. Gibbons driving. Gets her pocket pick right into the hands of Bowling. Down low to Lawson. Lawson. Oh, and Lawson's just hacked by Maisha Ward. And that is a huge foul as Maisha Ward now has 4 fouls.
And she's coming out. You already see number 20, Imana Samuels, who came out with foul trouble, having to go back in for her.
Lawson shooting 2. Ooh, just rims out in the first. You know, free throw shooting has not been as strong as we're used to past Solano teams.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the weaker spots on this team so far this year.
Well, this team's gotten a lot bigger, and they always say that, you know, bigs can't shoot free throws, and I don't think that's true because I can shoot free throws.
Oh, and Lawson misses them both, but Alexis Hines comes up with the offensive rebound. Smart heads-up play by Alexis Hines to just throw it off the feet of Simone Jones, and now they got a fresh 30, 28 to be exact, to work and put some more points on the board. Alexis Hines has been a huge spark plug off the bench this game. Weathered a lot of minutes when Lawson was in foul trouble early in the game. Lawson driving. She puts up the shot. She cannot get the bounce to go. Still fighting for it, but it's rebounded by Michaela Jones. And now here comes Gabrielle Worley. Dumps it off to Hall. Hall being defended. Oh, there's going to be a reach-in foul by Alexis Hines. That's going to be her 3rd personal. And the first team foul for the Falcons in the second half with 13 minutes to play.
That's pretty impressive considering that this team is an extremely aggressive defensive team. You usually see a lot of fouls, but as long as it doesn't go to the key players, then you don't allow that. But now that the key players are in foul trouble, they have to be more conservative on defense.
Yeah, you know, Solano has a total of 7 fouls throughout the whole game, where Los Manados has 7 fouls, and they're 2 top players.
Yeah.
Oh, Laura Lawson picks up her 3rd personal foul.
So now with the foul trouble, you have Maisha Ward and Imana Samuels on Los Medanos, but you also have Alexis Hines and Laura Lawson each with 3 for Solano.
So it's going to be an interesting final stretch here, Mike, as with 12:45 left to play. Worley kicks up to Samuels. Samuels puts up a shot, and that is a huge air ball. Just not enough legs under that shot. Oh. And the travel is going to be called on Janessa Bowling, so another Solano turnover. There has been no buckets made in the last minute and 45 seconds.
But when you're up 10, you can afford to have no buckets for either team.
Yeah, just play a good defensive second half here. Oh, wide open. Nothing's easier than that from Michaela Jones. Somebody lost their assignment.
And really nobody moved because there was an open Los Medanos player on the wing for 3, too.
Little miscommunication there by the Lady Falcons. Backdoor cut, Kai Roberts. Defended quickly, right to Laura Lawson. Lawson, strong move up to the rim, cannot finish it. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Laura Lawson with the 2-pointer.
And really, one of the keys for Laura Lawson having a lot of offensive rebounds and steals is she doesn't always go for the rebound. She goes for the person getting the rebound, and they're so excited to have the ball and look for the outlet pass.
Oh, and Lawson picks up her 4th foul right there.
And you can't afford to be that aggressive. All right, mark this time. 11:58 left to go, up by 10. And we'll see, how long Laura Lawson is allowed to sit before Borcher has to put him back in the game, and what the score is when that happens.
You know, I think Borcher's going to sit her as long as Maisha Ward is sitting also.
Yeah, that's true.
So you see Worley here working around, dribbling around, dumps it off to Hall. Hall a little back behind the move. Looking around, can't find help, and here comes Samuels. Dishes it out to Worley. Worley pump fake, puts up a jumper. She cannot get it to go. Rebounded by Hall. Hall puts up the shot. She can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jones, and Falcons have the ball. Nikki and Daya thought about it. Kicks it to Jones. Janessa Bowling. Oh, she can't get it to go. Very close there. Should Audrey Jones may have shot that shot with a trailing defender come behind her. Maybe get 3 free throws.
Yeah, but you also run the risk of it being blocked. Miranda Holman almost threw an elbow.
Looking like a UFC fighter out there. Pull-up jumper from Ndaya. You know that's money.
Yeah.
Buckets.
That's been money as long as she's been here. She's been able to hit that 15 to 17
Keep
foot.
an eye on Los Medanos' coach right here. He already had one big outburst early in the game calling for fouls, and now he's asking because Miranda Holman was throwing elbows. She was just, clearing the zone, and he is furious right now. So I would not be surprised to see a technical coming here pretty soon. The ref has the whistle in hand. Keeping a close eye on him over there. So 10:59 left. Laura Lawson came out at 11:58. Solano up by 12 now.
Mm-hmm.
What does Solano have to do down the stretch to secure this lead?
Well, they're just going to have to keep, kind of, it sounds weird to say, but they kind of have to get lucky, and they have to just play the game as best they can, but as conservatively as they can. They can't afford to have Laura Lawson have to come back in. They just have to manage this game and try to run out this 11 minutes.
It's really going to put a pressure on Los Medanos because they like to play that slow tempo, half-court to half-court game. And down 12, they're really going to have to push the tempo and try to get back in this game.
And our clock says 11:59. It's actually 10:59 left, so.
Yeah, we're having a little trouble with our live text. So good move by Worley. Worley steps back. Slows it down now. 10:42 left in the game clock. Down low to Jones. Jones, an easy two-pointer. And that's been the bread and butter all night for Los Medanos. Just a little flip over the head pass, work it down low post, and let either Michaela Jones or Maisha Ward take it in. Janessa Bowling back to Audrey Jones, wide open for 3. Just off the back iron. Bowling with the rebound. Bowling takes it up herself and it rims out. Holman gets it. Holman puts it back up and one for Miranda Holman.
And how important is Miranda Holman now that Laura Lawson is sitting with 4 fouls?
So Simone Jones picks up her second personal foul and the 14th foul for the Lady Mustangs. Miranda Holman trying to convert the three-point play, the freshman. She cannot convert the play. Audrey Jones fighting for it. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay Solano ball. The possession arrow is in their favor.
There you go. So now potential for 4 or 5 point swing.
And that's going to be huge for this Falcons team. Oh, no look past to Holman. Out to Audrey Jones for 3. She cannot get it to go. Tipped out, still on the floor. And here comes Samuels. Samuels almost lost a handle there. Dribbling with the right. Behind the back now. Slowing it down to Worley. Worley just really taking a lot of time off this clock. If down 12, you cannot afford to do this. Looking around, Jones is looking around, finds Hall. Hall, once again, 8 seconds on the shot clock, looking around. They have him lacklustered. And it's stolen away. Janessa Bowling on the ground. Miranda Holman comes up with it. Audrey Jones now pushing tempo. Throws it up to Brooke Gibbons, and Gibbons with the finish, up and under, good.
And that was a good one-handed pass by Audrey Jones. And Daya kind of took a crash there. So did Bowling, so.
Kai Roberts and Alexis Hines checking into the ball game.
But, again, great one-handed throw ahead by Audrey Jones to see Brooke Gibbons sprinting down the lane and really putting it right where it needed to be, right over the tippy-tip fingertips of the defender.
It's like throwing a back corner pass in the end zone in the red zone. And here comes Maisha Ward back in the game, so it's going to be interesting to see if we see Laura Lawson come in here in the next 9:30.
Yeah, well, this lead has expanded since she's left.
But also with Maisha Ward off the floor. So let's see what Los Medanos is going to try to do. Get the ball to Ward and start crawling back into this game.
Well, hopefully you can frustrate her enough to force her into her 5th foul and out of this game.
Oh, blocked away by Ndaya. Great defense. Trying to go back down low. Straight up, and that's good by Maisha Ward. 2 defenders all over. She's just too strong, Mike.
Yeah, you just have to make her uncomfortable and just try to upset her in some way to throw her off her game.
I would say try to drive at her. Just go in and try to get that foul.
Yeah.
Get her out of the game. But Solano.
Yeah, because you got a lot of people on this team that can afford to take charging fouls.
And that's something you'll see every day. Nikki and Dye just dropped the ball, and a good finish from Gabrielle Worley. A little mental mistake there. Nikki and Dye, a very sound player, the leader on this team. You don't see that too often.
No.
So now we're back to a 10-point ball game. Brooke Gibbons with it. Kicks to Hines. Down low. Kai Roberts turnaround jumper. Just a bit short. Didn't put enough on it. They're doing an excellent job dissecting the zone defense that Los Medanos is running.
Yeah, they're running that 3-2 zone, trying to take away outside shots and force them down to Maisha Ward.
And there's Maisha Ward once again. Blocked away by Alexis Hines. She's saying, I'm having none of that. Like I said, Alexis Hines, big spark off the bench tonight. Right to her. And that shot, it kind of looked like she got bumped there, but the whistle stayed in the pocket.
Yeah, the refs are letting them play. They let them play on Alexis Hines' block, and they're going to let them play on the other end too.
Hey, I like it.
As long as it's equal.
Exactly. Let them play. I mean, there's nothing more Los Medanos wants is get to the free throw line, slow this game down, and try to make free throws get back in this game. They're just working the ball around the perimeter. 3 from Amiana Samuels, and that's good. So all of a sudden, 7-point ball game, 7:20 left to play. Audrey Jones to Brooke Gibbons. Cross-court pass to Nikki and Daya. Nikki dribbling around. Audrey Jones puts up a deep 3. Splash!
She knew it was going in. She was backpedaling.
Man, every time it leaves her hand, she knows when it's going to go in or not.
No, she knows it's going in every single time. Even when it doesn't go in, she knows it's going in.
Well, we'd like to thank you guys for tuning into the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports. We're inside the Solano College Gymnasium, or the Falcons' Nest, as we like to call it, where the Lady Falcons are up 60-50 with 7:06 to play over Los Medanos Mustangs. They were trailing by 1 at the half. Now they have a 10-point lead. They had a 12-point lead at one point in the second half. What is Los Medanos going to have to do to get back in this game?
They're going to have to fight and crawl and not play. I was going to say play dirty. That's not the right.
Play physical.
Yeah, they have to get gritty, and gritty's the right word. They have to go back to what got them back into the game, but they were only keeping with Solano in the first half. You never really – Solano wasn't playing a good first half, and Los Medanos could only have a 1-point lead. So Solano has cleaned it up and has executed better, and that's why you see a 10-point lead. So for Solano, they just have to kind of, like I said, just kind of manage it. Don't let it get below 5. If it can get up to 15, great. But, you'll take this.
But they have to play their tempo. They can't get complacent by just allowing, pass the ball around, killing that clock, because that's what Los Medanos style of play.
Yeah.
And especially ever since Maisha Ward picked up that 4th foul, it's really been a big factor because she can't give up a 5th.
Yeah.
So Solano can really work it down low. They're trying to bait her to get that 5th foul, but she's leaving a lot of open shots, and Solano's also missing a lot of those high percentage shots we're not used to seeing.
And really the mark of this lineup right now, they will have failed if Laura Lawson has to come back in the game. If any one of them gets subbed out for Laura Lawson, they should feel bad. That's kind of harsh.
Yeah,
but
Lawson's on the end of the bench right now with her warm-up on. I don't think she's coming back anytime soon. And that pass is thrown away, going to be Falcon ball. And, after timeout, that's something you do not want to see as a head coach. You have designed plays, you got a couple plays you want to try working, you just throw it away on the first possession. The head coach isn't too happy.
Yeah, but some coaches are more motivators than play callers, and so they could just say, play your game, whatever, it's okay. We're still in this.
Oh, there's a block by Ward. That could have been, if Audrey Jones' little pump fake there, maybe could have got Ward's 5th foul. Throwing to Worley, wide open for 3. She cannot get it to go. Ward gets the rebound, just imposing her will on Alexis Hines.
And she could take me to task. I'm 6'5", 315, and she's like, nah, whatever.
She really utilized all. Third 3, splash. Janessa Bowling.
She had to have made 4 or 5 of those, right?
I think Janessa Bowling's up there in the top 3 in my book for player of the game so far if they pull out a victory here.
Sure. I'll co-sign that 100%.
Worley trying to drive, kicks to Jones. Jones thought about it with Jones right in her face. Down low to Ward, double teamed. Puts up the shot left hand, does not get to go. Great defense by Alexis Hines and Brooke Gibbons there. not making it easy for her. Gibbons cross pass to Jones. Jones for three. That pass is blocked and tipped by Simone Jones. Worley kicks it to Simone Jones, and her foot was on the line.
And I've never understood that as a basketball player. Why would you bring your foot back just to bring it back to where it was? Just catch it with your feet together and go up with it.
Perfect example, Klay Thompson.
Yeah. No, he's going to catch it with his feet where he wants it to be when he goes up with the shot. And an example of the opposite.
Oh, good move by Miranda Holman, but she cannot finish the play.
Good example of the opposite of that would be Harrison Barnes, who always catches that with his feet so wide apart, ready to attack. But if you know you're going to shoot, don't bother.
Different styles for each player. To each his own, as they say.
Yeah, but you just got to be more aware of the sideline if you're going to do that.
All right, now we're under 5 minutes in the ball game. Solano up 63-52. Worley just driving the lane, puts up a crazy shot, and it's picked by Nikki and Diaz. Ward almost came up with it. She's in trouble now. Excellent ball handler. Nikki and Diaz gets through 3 defenders. Down low pass to Holman. Holman puts it up, and good. What a great assist from Nikki and Diaz. And a full timeout is called by Coach Matt Borchert. So, 65-52.
Maybe this is just to get his team a breather because they're playing well. They got a stop, even though they didn't get the rebound, but they got another stop. They go down, get a great look at an easy layup. Your team's up 13. You're playing with the tempo you want, and then you call a timeout. I don't understand it, but that's why I'm not the coach.
But, you know, Coach Borchert must have seen something that he did not like. Maybe as Ward getting down low, a lot of those looks, maybe he sees something that strategically can help the team. You know, he's a great X's and O guy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Always brings his team prepared. Like we said, they're a great second-half team because it all comes down to coaching. He's a great head coach with a great coaching staff, and they have been for the past umpteen years here at Solano. And winning that BVC title last year, making it all the way to Fresno, and just falling short, and that was a heartbreaker.
And this team's much better built to take on Fresno this year. They have size. They can play Miranda Holman at the 4, Laura Lawson at the 5. They can get big. They also have Talia Champion-Benjamin, who can come off the bench. I know she doesn't get a lot of playing time, but she's still there if needed. So you can stay big the entire time. You don't have to play 4 guards and hope you can outrun them.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what they did all last year. I mean, with Taylor Hamilton and Nicole White and Denisha Lundy.
And then they play Ariel Clay, who is a
Ariel
3,
Clay,
but she can play the 2. She's sort of an Andrea Iguodala type. So,
I mean, they had the big 3, and they lost their big 3 last year. And then now look at this year.
Yeah.
A full team from top to bottom.
Yeah, and it was good for Nikki and Daya to be able to play under the big 3, really. And
to learn from veterans. Now she's in her sophomore year leading this team as well. And Janessa Bowling has really started to shine here in the past couple weeks for this Falcons team. And a double dribble is called on Gabrielle Worley. I mean, a lot of these freshmen were put in a situation where they are forced to play a lot more, and they have been rising to the challenge. Miranda Holman, Janessa Bowling, just a couple for example. And Daya for 3, off the back iron, rebounded by Brooke Gibbons. Brooke puts it back up, and here comes Ward with the rebound. Just skirts it out to Mana Samuels. So with 3:59 left to play, Solano up by 13. I see Laura Lawson going over to check-in, so she is going to come in and try to ride out the rest of this game. Oh, to the corner, wide open 3, and that's good for Michaela Jones, the power forward. Really haven't called her name too much in the second half.
And it's kind of been the Michaela Ward show.
Yeah, Audrey Jones for 3, wide open. She doesn't miss
Maisha
that too
Ward.
often. And this is going to be ripped out, and it's going to be Solano ball. So checking back in, Alexis Hines and Laura Lawson. So they did a good job. Laura Lawson went out of this game at 11:58 when Solano was up 51-41. Since then, Solano has kept this 10-point lead, weathered the storm with Laura Lawson in foul trouble, and they're playing great team basketball.
Yeah, well, when you can establish a 10-point lead with Laura Lawson on the floor.
Oh, very nice by Nikki and Daya. Just walked right around Ward.
Oh, yeah. And it was a mistake to have Maisha Ward have, like, something broke down for her to be on her.
having to come out to get that backside help. And, Nikki and Dye very, very fast. For 3, no good. Rebounded by Michaela Jones. She puts it back up, and that's good. And Los Madano's coach is fired up right now. And not in a good way.
Bad shot selection by Simone Jones. You kind of got bailed out by number 33, Michaela Jones. But, that's what your teammates are there for, to pick you up when you make kind of a boneheaded play, which is why I'm here for you.
Yeah. Hey, how about the guy game today? Solano had a big
man.
victory over Los Medanos today, 79-45.
And Corey Cox, 17 in the first half.
He finished with 18. He only scored 1 point, but he didn't even play that much in the second
no,
half.
he didn't need to. It was
Exactly.
20-point lead.
He played like a
half.
man-possessed. Kyle Osterstock knocking down a couple big threes. Jesse Carey knocking down a couple threes, and one at the buzzer, too.
Yeah, every single person who suited up and got on the floor scored.
Yeah, and that's huge.
Even Usher got 2 points there at the end. And Donovan Smith was on track to have a very strange double-double. He had 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 7 steals, and 6 points.
Donovan Smith, he wasn't doing it. He wasn't putting up a lot of points tonight, but overall, he helped this team win from facilitating, and they're finally starting to click, Mike.
Yeah.
I think they might be able to sneak in the playoffs this year.
I mean, they're now 4-6 in conference. I don't know how the rest of the conference stacks up, but you still got teams like Merritt, and you still got Yuba, and you still got Marin, and so if they're going to sneak into the playoffs, it's going to take a lot more than a couple wins at home. But I see the excitement. I'm excited too.
Oh, Audrey Jones wide open for 3. Yep, you can count that because that's 3 points. So 70-57, 2:45 left to play here in the second half. And Jones dribbling, drops it off to Samuel. Samuel's going to come up, kind of mishandled there. She still puts up the shot. Maybe she should have pulled up her dribble and tried to pass that out when she lost the handle. And Daya kicks over to Audrey Jones, wide open, same spot for 3.
Do it.
And it's good again.
Why not?
When you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah, I'm telling you, sometimes it's just a zone that you get into where you're not going to miss. It doesn't matter.
And we have seen that more times than not with Audrey Jones. When she knocks down a couple, that's just raining threes here inside the Falcons' nest. And down low to Ward, that hard dribble up and good. Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, but if you want to trade 3s for 2s.
Yeah, exactly. Under 2 minutes to play now, 73-59. Solano will give that to her all night long. For the rest of the game, I mean. Oh, cross to Lawson. Good look. And Audrey Jones read that perfectly. They are working the ball extremely well. Stolen away by Janessa Bowling. She's been doing it all tonight. Alexis Hines kicks over to Nikki and Daya. Over to Laura Lawson again. Lawson's good. And there's another. Whoa. That's going to center the line to shoot 2. I believe the foul's going to be on Audrey Jones. Yes. And that's her first personal foul. She's been in the game for most of the game. That's her first personal. Very smart player. First shot from Samuels is no good. And now checking the game for Solano is number 44, Talia Champion Benjamin. And number 15, Danica Carlo. Well, I can find the number on the roster there.
It's in numerical order.
Yeah, school's in session now. It's been a long couple weeks.
You're not taking a math class, are you?
I'm taking English. A couple English classes. Taking a swing dance class, actually.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Learning how to do a little swing dancing,
Yeah, well, it only matches the belt buckle that you wear. So.
So now 1:19 to go. Solano up 17. This one pretty much in the books. Audrey Jones just going to dribble. Nikki and Daya over to Janessa Bowling. Danica Carlisle now with the ball. And Dana's just going to hold it. Waste some time. Down low to Talia Champion Benjamin. She's going to pull up. She had a good look. Just maybe a little eager with that shot.
Yeah, eyes got a little wide when you're that close to the hoop and you're that open.
Yeah. And we've seen Solano really miss a lot of shots from that range tonight. Oh, that was a little awkward there. Kayla Jones with the bucket, and timeout call by Los Medanos.
mean, sure, call the timeout, but there is 46 seconds left and you're down 15. Like, whatever speech you have, you probably could do in the locker room.
It comes down to this execution. He's probably telling his team, this last 46 seconds, I want to see you play your best basketball. Probably not going to win this game, but get some momentum to carry on to the next game. Some things you could do right and practice right now. Get into this last 46 seconds and really work on some things that will help you later on in the season.
Well said.
And you know, Coach Borchard, the competitor he is, he's probably telling his girls what they still need to do right, they need to fix in this last 46.2 seconds.
Or he's trying to figure out what they're going to have for lunch when they watch the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Yeah, Seahawks, Patriots, who you taking?
I don't know, man.
And they're not playing with deflated balls.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a problem. I honestly don't think it was even that big of a deal. I think people just try to poke holes in the Patriots when they do well, but
exactly.
You can't look at the Seahawks defense that dismantled Manning.
Yeah.
And Brady's not that much better.
And look at that comeback last week in the fourth quarter, 2 weeks ago, I should say.
Yeah, even when Russell Wilson plays.
And Daya, good little jumper there, good assist by Audrey Jones.
Oh, it was not a 3.
So subbing in for Solano is Brooke Gibbons. So we got and Kai Robertson can make a late substitution as well. So we got a couple people up running for player of the game. Audrey Jones, Janessa Bowling.
Yeah, those are really the main two. I mean,
Alexis Hines. Big role off the bench. I mean, Miranda Holman played in the big for most of the game, and Laura Lawson's been out. Nikki and Dye, we can throw her in there. Big part
you can always have Nikki and Dye play the game.
Yeah, I think pretty much we can have Nikki and Dye after every post-game interview. She plays an excellent brand of basketball.
But honestly, I'd like to see the stat sheet, but I believe Audrey Jones is probably the leading scorer.
Danica Carlisle being called with a foul there. Thought she played some good defense, but just got too much on the arm.
So, like I was saying, Audrey Jones probably the leading scorer. She probably knocked down, 6, 7 threes?
Yeah, at least.
So, I mean, that should warrant you player of the game in my book. But if you were to take Janessa Bowling, I wouldn't make an argument.
Yeah, Audrey Jones putting up probably the most points in this game, and Janessa Bowling doing everything else, doing playing the defense, get those rebounds. I mean, I watched her rip it right out of the hands of Michaela Ward or Maisha Ward earlier in the game. I mean, she's been a facilitator, and she's really allowing Nikki and Daya to kind of play that off-guard position, and Janessa Bowling can play that point and feed Nikki and Daya. So I know it will come down to the voting from the whole crew here at SCSN. That's the way we do it here, make it fair.
And honestly, whoever Brian gets a hold of, that's going to be who's playing the game.
Yeah, Brian Nelson did an excellent job in the second game on the PA. It's easier than I thought it would be over there.
Yeah, I heard you warming up before the game.
For 3.
4 3.
Yeah. 3 seconds on the game clock. 1. And that's all she wrote, folks. Solano wins big, 79-63. They were trailing by 1 at half, played an excellent second half, took off. Your thoughts from the game, Mike?
Well, it really goes to show how important Laura Lawson is, because when she gets in foul trouble, they only can play with a team who's 5-14, who that's an insult to them. They should be better than their record, but for them to only play with a team that they are better than without her really goes to show how important she is. But, I don't think they win this game if Audrey Jones doesn't have the game that she has.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Mike. And, Solano really – the fatigue set in for Los Medanos. They were really in this game first half, but then once Solano started getting on a roll and really running up and down the court, you really saw Maisha Ward struggle getting up and down the court as fatigue really set in and really allowed Solano really take off with this game. And that's all we have for you up here. I'm Stosh Moon and Mike McLeod of the Solano College Sports Network. We're going to throw it down to our buddy Brian Nelson. He'll have our Best Buy player of the game, and he'll say our good nights for us for up here. Thank you. Down to you, Brian.
Well, thanks, Stosh and Mike. I'm here with the Best Buy player of the game, Audrey Jones. Audrey, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. After seeing that performance from you tonight, it was very impressive. From what I heard from the scores table, 6 3-pointers. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel awesome, actually.
Yeah, it was an awesome sight to see with all those threes raining in. Well, the start of this game was a little shaky for the Solano Star. What do you think caused that shaky start?
I'm not really sure. We prepare so much throughout the week. I just think they came out a little differently than we had anticipated. They had a little more energy than we thought. So, but at the halftime, we just knew we had to pick it up. Like, we just really had to create a lead.
And doing a couple of these games, we tend to notice a second half jolt of energy when you come out. What do you think is a cause for that?
I honestly don't know. I think we just kind of get in the groove of the game. We just start off a little cold, but once we get going and see how the feel of the game, we take off.
Yeah, and you personally, it's a different role from you from last year, mostly coming off the bench last year. How does it feel to be a starter and to contribute in that fashion?
It's great. My coaches told me from the get-go that last year I was more of a role player. This year I needed to lead the team and be one of the main players. So it was a lot of pressure at first, but I think I've adapted pretty well.
Yeah, and not to put pressure on you, but sometimes we refer to you and Nikki and Di as the Splash Sisters. So no pressure there on the three-point shots.
I love it.
So I guess we'll keep doing it. So thank you for joining us for the Best Buy Play of the Game. So for Audrey Jones, Brian Nelson, I'd like to thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network. Final score, Solano wins yet again.